Hi, I'm Lindsay Alexander, and this is mybanktracker.com. Today, the average American lives for about 78 years, so it's important to think about planning for your retirement, and most experts say that you plan for the best possible outcome. No one would say that an American guy who retires at 65 will need money only for about 10 years. But it pays to be optimistic. Make sure you have the adequate funds to live for a very long time. A nice round number is 100, and maybe that should be your goal. But what if you don't die? It's not as strange as it sounds. The science of life extension grows more interesting each year. And although there are people who figure that the maximum a human can live is about 125 years, and there are other people who worry about the ethical issues involved in extending life, but the length of our lives may soon be determined by machines. Take singularity, for example. This is the first concept explored by a science fiction writer named Vernor Vinge. In 1993, he delivered a lecture and said that within 30 years, we will have the technological means to create superhuman intelligence. Shortly after the human era will be ended. Vinge and others like him argue that we're rapidly approaching the time of a technology-based greater than human intelligence. But we're not talking about superhuman computers. But the theory behind the singularity is that super smart computers can develop smarter and faster computers that will build smarter and faster computers, and so on and so on. Time magazine says the rate of development would also continue to increase because they would take over their own development from their slower thinking human creators. This is all related to a concept called accelerating change. In layman's terms, that means that things get faster and faster. So the first generation of super entities, which took centuries to arrive, would build the second generation in, say, a year. That second generation would build a third in a month, and so on and so on. In the sunny, optimistic view of the singularity, the world is transformed at a rate that we can't imagine, and these entities will solve diseases, control the environment, show us how to maximize our resources here on Earth, until the super ships they build return from other planets with new, wonderful resources they can turn into fantastic things. And all these entities would ensure that humans live forever, perhaps by improving our bodies or replacing them, or disregarding them entirely in favor of an upload into something else. I know this may sound crazy to you, or maybe it doesn't, but either way, you should start planning. Now maybe you've managed to put away a few $100,000 to fund your retirement, but will that really hold you over for the next few millennia? Now, we at mybanktracker.com are unaware of any investment plan that will guarantee you an income for all eternity. So we're just going to hope that the super entities of the post-singularity universe will solve our personal finance woes too. I am Lindsay Alexander with mybanktracker.com, and together we're going to build your finances and rebuild the world.